Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Jaguars continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Patriots going up against the
Fans splashing in pools behind the end zone. We can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
A lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Single receiver. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets to go. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Green, 39.
Going on first down is Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Right! Blue, 3 down. 3 down. Zing. 27, I'm coming for you.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Ready! Blue 45! Blue!
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This is caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big completion there on third and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down.
They'll try to punch it in with 4 down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Alert! Here we go! Blue 45!
Bortles looking to throw on third and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch tight end.
Wait, 20!
Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4 down, 4 down.
On second down, here's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Right. Strong right.
Woo!
Hey.
Wait, 20!
4 down.
To throw, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He got 29 yards that time.
Boom! Bus stop.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right.
Wait, 20! Green 80!
4 down. 4 down.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight.
Wait, 20!
Right.
Green 80!
Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, everything you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
Hey, 20!
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right, right, right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Hey, 20! Right with that!
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
We got 3. Let's go.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
4 down. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Man left.
Hey, 20!
4 down.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually gets spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Outside coming. Right. Get it. Last stop.
Let's go! Hey, 20! Hey, check it.
Kill.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
Hot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, guys, check me out. Green, 90.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
Go.
Brought down around down the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, he's yours. Single, single.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Wait, 20!
This is Lewis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Two times.
Sugar!
They'll run for it, Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Double tight!
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Buddy! Green, 90! Green, 90!
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Watch tight end.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Completes it to Lynch. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Easy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football and the captain off balance.
And he did. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Wait, 20.
Going on first down, it's Brady. They set up the screen to Ivory.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Lewis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady to throw on second down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Avery Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start things on first down with Deion Lewis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Even. 4 down.
Blue 20.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Dark fast. Blue 20. Dark fast.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 99, check 99.
Easy.
Quick the edge. Go.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
They run. This is Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he works free. Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got his man on the crossing route. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Santos now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. Shift together here from the D-line.
Blue 20.
Off the bootleg. Brady. Flush to his right. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Blue 20.
Hey,
Right.
we got 4 down, 4 down.
52. Shadow!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Check 50, check 50. You got tight left, tight left.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
4 down, 4 down.
Following the penalty, it's Ivory.
Blitz, blitz, blitz.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Wait, 20. 53, 52.
4 down.
Wait, we got.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's get it.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Now they'll run with Lewis. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Lewis has the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Two times. Here we go now. Green, so.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, That's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Wait, 20, 29, Alpha.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. 23 yards on the play. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Play clock winding down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 33 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. And a good miss. Now Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue.
Working from the gun. It's Bortles. He's going to wind up in air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Single in the slot. Ready. Green.
incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge. They missed a golden opportunity.
Bortles now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready! Green, 90! Z!
Check 37! Check 37!
Ace! Ace! Lucky! Ready! Green, 39!
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So the Patriots coming out now. They've put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Man left.
Move 20!
Rip!
Wait, set! Wait, 20!
Check!
Wait, set!
Watch the edge!
In motion right, Dorsett. Off the toss, Lewis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end! Tight
Right.
right!
Wait, 20! Wait,
Alert! 4 down! Alert!
Now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
That's it, baby! That's it! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Wait, 20!
Hey!
53!
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They run the counter now on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
52!
4 down. 4 down.
25! Wait, 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bunch set.
Move 20! Wait, 20!
Watch 12.
Hey, check it!
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And no escaping this this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's how we do it.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
Here we go now.
The defense have to hold up.
Trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Here we go.
Bortles now on first down. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Throwing is Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wait!
Hey. 4 down.
Jack, 20! Load! Look out!
They'll start off with a give to Lewis.
36.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 53 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
20! Alert! 52!
Check 6 guys!
Wide!
They go play action here on first down.
Check 9.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's
Here we
right.
go! Wait, 20!
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Motion man, motion man.
Wait,
Watch
20!
12, watch 12.
Wait, 20! Wait, 10!
Throwing now is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Here we go!
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go! Blue 40.
You got 3 down.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Wait, 20. Go on. Blue 20.
Brady's going to look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath did it 3 times. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped through. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
You. That's sort of fur off of that.